And welcome to Bedford High School this evening on Tuesday evening on a beautiful January night. My name is Corey Munster-Tiger. I'm sitting here with Lauren Fox. We're going to bring you the Division I basketball game between the host Bedford Bulldogs and the visiting Exeter Bluehawks. Should be a good tilt here, rematch from the holiday tournament just 2 weeks ago. Lauren, what do you expect to see tonight?
Two very good teams. Bedford is one of the top teams in the state, of course, given their starting lineup and the experience that they have on this team, as well as the fact that Exeter, as you and I both saw, they have two senior leaders on the team, one of whom is the quarterback, Evan Pafford, quarterback from their football team, averaging 11.8 a game. Ryan Looper, double-figure scorer in all 5 games this year, 15.6 a game for Looper. So between those two, they'll account for a lot of scoring. So really what I'm looking for here is a physical game, a lot of up and down the court. I do a lot of girls games, of course, as you know. This is my first chance to see these boys that's not on the TV in my living room. So I'm excited to see the Bedford boys, and of course, they are more in your wheelhouse than they are in mine.
They sure are. The boys come in with a record of 4-1 in the regular season. Their only loss coming last Friday to Nashua North. They dropped that one 67-60. The Exeter Bluehawks, on the other hand, come in with a 5-1 record. Their only loss coming to Pinkerton, but that was in a blowout. They lost 66-46 back in December. So one-loss teams coming in. Talking through the starting lineups at this point in time for the Bulldogs, we'll see Brady O'Connell. Caden Brown gets the start tonight. Luke Soden. Dylan Lafferty and Aiden O'Connell's going to give it a go. He did roll his ankle in the last game. We'll bring you the Exeter starting lineup after the national anthem.
We honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem complete. Teams going to their own benches. As we mentioned, the Exeter starting lineup will be brought to you now with Ryan Looper, Matthew Cromer, Evan Pafford, Cooper Maurier, and Ryan Graney. Eight minutes on the board for this evening. Teams will walk out to center court. Again, we'll be bringing you this on BC TV 1072 tonight. You can also get it on YouTube channel, Bedford Community Television. We're also broadcasting in Exeter. It's TV 98, I believe. Appreciate joining with the Exeter fan base. Out for the tap, we have Aiden O'Connell and Evan Pafford. Both jump a little early, but Exeter controls the tip. Cross court to Cromer, drives baseline, kicks it across that baseline to Pafford. Scoop it back to Looper. Caden Brown guards him closely. Man-to-man defense here for the Bulldogs to start. Pafford looks for a bailout, and it's back to Looper up top. Solid defense to start for the Bulldogs. Pafford. Now Cromer shoots a three, no good. Loose ball is going to go white direction. Bedford in their home whites, black writing, red trim and red numbers. Exeter in their visiting navy blue uniforms, white numbers and white lettering. Turnover there by the Bulldogs. Nice athletic play by Maurier, getting his hand in on a bit of a lazy pass across the top there.
Yeah, this is an Exeter team you can't afford to make those sort of silly mistakes against. They are a high-energy team, absolutely. There's a 3-ball from the corner, good, out of the hands of Evan Pafford. That'll make it 3-0 Exeter.
This broadcast is only on television tonight. No radio coverage on WBNH 105.1.
What a relief.
Makes it a touch easier for us. Driving basket missed there by O'Connell, but Soden gets the rebound, puts back, and gets fouled in the act. So he'll go to the line for 2. Nice three-pointer from the corner for Pafford there. Got a little bit of daylight, pulled the trigger, and was true. Soden good on his first. Soden provided some excellent free throw shooting last Tuesday night as they struggled a bit during their Christmas tournament on their free throws, but probably spent some extra time during the practices. Otherwise, Cromer there on the lay-in.
Might have gotten away with a walk after he received that pass.
Either way, Exeter up 5-2 early on in the first quarter. Lafferty gets whacked in the face. Cromer will pick up his first. Team second. Pafford picked up the foul last time down the court on Soden.
You read my mind.
O'Connell can't quite get the lay-in to go. Rebounded by Pafford, quickly into transition. Good offensive board there by Graney. Looper for 3. Rattles out. Wow, no. Great putback there, but I think they're going to call an offensive foul. Nope, basket is good. Pafford's going to the line as he got whacked on that athletic play on the putback. Great replay there.
The whole thing that started that is a lack of boxing out. You box him out on that play, he doesn't get that bucket. As such, he winds up getting 3. Exeter's on top early here, 8-2.
6 quick points for Pafford. They play a little bit of pressure in the half-court trap. Aiden O'Connell, pull-up jumper from the baseline, no good. Nice offensive rebound by Lafferty. Can't get the putback to go. Pafford now drives hard, tied up by Brown. Jump ball, good call by the referee.
And I got to say, it's obvious from reading about Pafford this morning, he's the quarterback on the football team, but he is comfortable being the guy with the ball in his hands.
He sure is. Saw the replay there with Cade Brown getting in for that tie-up on Pafford's drive. Soden for 3. Good. 5 quick points for Luke Soden. Ooh, wow, that was pretty blatant traveling. But they get the ball anyway.
Playing NBA rules today.
I guess.
There's no such thing as traveling anymore.
Cromer took an extra step there right by midcourt. No call, but ball don't lie, I guess, as the Bedford Bulldogs get a turnover on the tip out of bounds. O'Connell will pull the trigger. Good. Back to transition. Beautiful dish by Pafford right across the lane, and the easy lay-in by Graney. Soden. O'Connell now drives. Wow, gets a nice nifty little finger roll off the backboard. Looked like he was in trouble there, but hesitated on his dribble, and they get another turnover here and their pressure.
Showed great body control going up on that one, did Brady O'Connell.
A little errant cross-court pass here by Brown. leads to the turnover. 10-10 here, just about halfway through the first quarter. A back and forth affair.
And for those listening from Exeter, watching from Exeter, when we say O'Connell, we can be talking about 3 out of the 14 players on the Bedford roster. Brady is number 2, Aiden is 25.
Brady's younger
currently
brother
in the game.
Right,
yes.
Logan O'Connell is a freshman on the team as Pafford splashes another 3.
Man's red hot.
9 points early going for Pafford. 13-10 is your score. Bulldogs trail the Blue Hawks by 3. Cade Brown looks to drive. Kicks back to Brady O'Connell. Nice up fake in the lane. Scoops one, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and gets fouled on the putback.
Impressive tenacity from Brady O'Connell getting after that one. Looks like you wound up getting fouled by Pafford, and usually if you're running into a guy like Pafford or Ryan Graney, it means you're getting rescued in the deep water at the beach. In this case, you're getting fouled underneath. The Baywatch twins.
Pafford picks up his second foul. Something to watch there. Coach Holmes looks like he's going to leave him in the game.
It's a gamble to take early on.
O'Connell misses the front end. Second is good. 3 points for Brady O'Connell. Full court pressure again here from the Bulldogs. Ethan Moss was checked in for the Blue Hawks. Passes it cross court. Graney can't get it to go. Pafford with the tip in, can't get it. Toscano comes down with a strong rebound in traffic for the Bulldogs.
Good handles, Brady O'Connell in the back court. Thought he had Luke Soden underneath. Couldn't quite get it to him, but good idea.
Just out of reach. You see Toscano there on the replay. Pulls it down, gets it to Brady O'Connell. But then his pass was out of bounds and just out of the reach of Luke Soden. Blue Hawks break the press. They'll settle into their half-court offense. Top of the key, Bleakley. Nice cut down the lane by Graney. Now Bleakley pulls for 3, can't get it to go. Looper on the rebound.
One of those where you wonder how the smallest guy in the court came up with the rebound.
Those long rebounds are always tough. 3-point shots hit back iron, they come off hard. Errant pass here leads to a turnover. Bulldogs will get the ball. Nico Bedoyan checks in for Caden Brown. Lafferty back in. He'll give Aiden O'Connell a spell.
And the big man Graney out for Exeter, replaced by Nicholas Greco.
Bedoyan waits for the pick. Dishes to Brady O'Connell. O'Connell. Wow, acrobatic finish there. Beautiful roll back to his weak side. Kisses it off the glass, and he'll go to the line for an N1.
What we've seen from him on his 2 baskets tonight, a lot of good body control, really slowing things down for himself so he can make the shot, not going in with a full head of steam.
Cooper Maurier picks up that foul, his first. 4th on the team, something worth watching. 13-13 is your score, 2:38 to go in the first quarter. Brady O'Connell's free throw is good. 6 points now for Brady O'Connell. Bulldogs look to trap again. Cross court pass to Bleakley, breaks the press. Moss on the cut down the lane, he's traveling.
Thought it was either going to be a traveler or his foot was on the end line. It may have been both.
I thought there might be a foot on the end line too. 14-13 is your score. Coach Holmes will take a timeout for the Blue Hawks.
BCTV's live channels and on-demand content are now easier to access at your fingertips than ever before. Bedford Community Television is available for free download on Apple iOS and Android. Download the BCTV app to your mobile phone or tablet today. People still use tablets?
I think they do. I think they do.
I'm just checking.
Quick update on the girls. They are traveling to Exeter High School tonight. They are up 29-17 at the start of the second half.
It is odd for me to be doing a game that is 14-13 5.5 minutes in. From doing all these girls games, Andrew Fenn knows what I'm about to say. We had a 75-13 one the other night. There was a drubbing of Wyndham before the break, so you have to fill time because the game is not necessarily always worth talking about. Agreed. I will say Zoe Santos was on the broadcast with us and did a great job the other night.
Nice.
Give credit where credit is due.
Great to hear Zoe getting some activity on the broadcast. Luke Soden pulls from 3, short from straight away. Rebound batted around. Blue Hawks on the break. Trapped in the corner, turned over. Bedoyan scoops it ahead for Soden, measures his steps, gets whacked on the way in, no call, but gets the lay-in to go.
Yeah, I'm awfully shocked they didn't call a foul on Soden. It could have been a couple things, the body or the arm.
Looked like his legs were taken out from beneath him. 16-13 is your score. Bulldogs have a 3-point lead. Cross-court pass, great play by Moss to keep it in bounds for the Blue Hawks.
Like Randy over there.
It is. Moss also a two-sport player on the football team and here on the basketball team as Bleakley nails a 3. 16 all. Bulldogs are going to be in a dogfight here tonight. Going to get a foul here on Hoffmaster, I believe. 21 will get the block.
21. And Coach Moreno yelling at the team, you got to move, you got to move. Guys got settled in their spots. Really slows the offense down.
Wants more activity on that offensive set. Lafferty to O'Connell, moving pick on Soden. He picks up his first foul. Soden can't believe it. We'll see on the replay here how much he was moving his feet. Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, he had position and he was getting pushed off by the Exeter player, but I can see why the referee made the call.
At one point he had position and then he didn't have position, and that's when they called it. And
Hooper now for the Blue Hawks. Straight away. Bulldogs still in their man-to-man defense. Looper drives hard right. He's scooping off the glass and in. And Looper has his first 2 of the game. 18-16. Blue Hawks lead by 2. Bedoyan drives hard. Kicks to Lafferty for 3. Got it. 19-18. Just under 30 seconds to go. Cade Brown comes up with the steal. Bedoyan on the lay-in. 21-18. Moss kicks it ahead, looking for the lay-in, and gets it. That's Hoffmaster. Bedoyan drives the lane, gets to the elbow, pulls, and it's good at the buzzer. 23-20 after 1. As Bedoyan hits the buzzer beater elbow jumper. 4 points for Bedoyan.
And if you think back a few years watching Bedford basketball, what really plagued them at the end of quarters and halves was giving up that late bucket. That's a welcome change. At least I haven't watched the boys in a couple years. Seeing that at the end of a quarter, truly a big deal and a big improvement for the Bulldogs. On offense for Bedford, leading the way, Luke Soden with 7 in the first, Brady O'Connell with 6. Nico Bedoyan had 4, Dylan Lafferty and Aiden O'Connell 3 apiece. And on the other side, Evan Pafford had 9, and then Nolan Bleakley had 3. 4 other Blue Hawks with 2, Ryan Looper, Matthew Cromer, Will Hoffmeister, and Ryan Graney. Some upcoming programming notes. Girls basketball this Friday night, the Concord Crimson Tide visit, 7 p.m. Corey will have the action, I will not. Boys ice hockey Wednesday, January 18th, taking on the Exeter Blue Hawks, Jason Bergeron, and maybe I will be doing it. 5:30 p.m. Boys basketball Friday, January the 20th, hosting the Goffstown Grizzlies at 7 p.m. Catch the games locally on Comcast Channel 23 or HD 1072, Bedford 1051, or www.bedfordtv.com. Be sure to check out BCTV's social media and the NHCCM Sports broadcast schedule for all upcoming games.
All the fans out there will be happy to know that Bedford Community Television now has its own app. You can find it on the Apple App Store.
And Roku.
Fantastic. App's really nice. Get replays, live stream, all the different channels. Second quarter's kicked off. Looper.
I usually watch city council meetings if I need to go to sleep.
Hoffmaster's 3 will not go. Offensive board by the Blue Hawks. Put back no good. Scramble down low. That goes off of Toscano.
I shouldn't say that too loud for fear that I'm going to offend Bill Carter.
Aren't you a politician now yourself?
No, I'm not. No, that's part of my shtick. I'm not a politician.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, you're an elected official, but not a politician.
Absolutely.
Are we mincing words now?
Yes. Semantics.
Yeah. Definition of the. Pafford, excuse me, that was Looper pulls from 3.
No, that was Steph Curry.
That was a deep one. O'Connell, that's Brady O'Connell's pull-up jumper. Beautiful stroke. 8 points now for Brady.
Right at the peak of his elevation, and let that go. And if you can do that and stay in control and knock it down.
Great rhythm shot there. Comes down with a defensive board here, too. And the Bulldogs get into transition. Aiden O'Connell, a little hezzy, pulls up baseline, and he has 5. Coach Holmes didn't like that little run, and he takes a timeout. 27-20 is your score. 6:48 left in the first half.
Becoming a high school sports official is an easy call. Officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, please visit NHIAA.org.
Another quick score update. Manchester Memorial boys taking on Salem. They lead 41-25 at the start of the second half.
One point when I was broadcasting minor league baseball, I got in trouble for giving Major League Baseball scores during a minor league game.
Wow.
The owner of the team was not thrilled at the fact that we were promoting Major League Baseball. Well, they're in the middle of a pennant race. People are interested. I want to keep them listening, right? So
they wanted to stay on task and keep it on the same level?
Whatever it takes. We'll give you scores of ping pong in somebody's basement.
Whalen, far side to Bleakley. Looper steps on the sideline and turns it over. The Bulldogs will get possession.
Look of disappointment and disgust on Looper's face after that turnover.
As well as on Coach Holmes coming out of a timeout. Not what you're looking for. Lafferty at the elbow. Looks for cutters. Bedoyan kicks to Aiden O'Connell. Drives hard. Lefty. Ball swatted out of his hand. Can't get the rebound to go. And the Blue Hawks come away with the ball. Tough drive there. It's Dylan Whalen. Nice little rip through to get to his right hand and get into the lane. Went up lefty and got whacked on the way. He'll go to the line.
First foul on Caden Brown.
Whalen will get 2. Bleakley checks out for the Blue Hawks, and Cromer will come on. Two for 2 for Dylan Whalen. 27-22. Bulldogs lead by 5. Bulldogs beat the half-court press. Bedoyan takes a little hesitation. Found himself wide open and didn't want to quite shoot it right away. Took the dribble, but he traveled beforehand. Blue Hawk ball.
And we've seen some interesting combinations from Coach Moreno tonight. This one you have a sophomore running point, not out of the ordinary. Brady O'Connell's been doing it most of the game as well.
We get another travel, this time by Dylan Whalen. Bulldogs get the ball right back. 5:41 to go in the first half. 27-22 is your score. Bulldogs lead by 5. Aiden O'Connell, you see the ankle brace on his right ankle tonight. Rolled his ankle on Friday against Nashua North. Laurier tried to flop there, but the referees were not biting. And Aiden O'Connell gets up and lays it in for 6 and 7 on the points.
Your concern when you have a body underneath you is you can't see that body. You land awkwardly, potentially hurt that ankle again, but somehow avoided him.
Little baseline move there by Whalen. He scores on back-to-back trips. Soden with a nice little up fake, can't hit it. Caden Brown gets the rebound, can't get it to go. Soden now with some hops. He'll put it back up and in. 9 points for Luke Soden.
Yeah, and Exeter's a little bit smaller now. Graney's out of the game, so what we're seeing is Bedford sort of controlling the offensive end and the offensive boards, I should say.
Pafford's jumper is short. Soden up quick to Brady O'Connell. Kicks it to a cutting Lafferty. His lay-in is good. 5 points now for Lafferty. The Bulldogs are out to a 9-point lead, 33-24.
Good look, Brady O'Connell. Great hustle by Dylan Lafferty.
Drive here by Cromer. He gets fouled by Aiden O'Connell on his way to the hoop. He'll go to the line for 2. Aiden O'Connell's first foul. 4th on the team. Front end is good for Cromer.
And Coach Holmes subs in Graney for Whalen. Apparently going a little bit bigger down low, not liking what he's seeing on the offensive glass.
Must have been listening to the broadcast in your commentary.
Who could blame him?
I mean, it's award-winning commentary, I know.
Facts.
Back end is good for Cromer, 33-26. Halfway through the second quarter.
He make both of those? I was too busy talking.
He sure did.
Okay, thank you.
Aiden O'Connell for 3, gets it to go.
Dare I say O'Connell to O'Connell.
10 points for Aiden O'Connell. First into double digits. Turnover here. Soden gets the steal and the lay-in. Just as I say it, Soden gets into double digits too with 11. Another turnover here. Bulldogs full court pressure, creating opportunities. Aiden O'Connell gets fouled by Looper, and he'll go to the line on that offensive board.
Got to tell you, I'm super impressed with Brady O'Connell. His ball handling skills are really superlative, and his decision making is great. You'd think he was a senior, he's a sophomore doing all that.
He's an impressive player, still just a sophomore, as you mentioned. Aiden O'Connell's front end is good. Caden Brown comes out. Sean Toscano will check in for the Bulldogs. No good on the second for Aiden O'Connell. He'll stay at 11. Pafford drives the lane, kicks to the corner. 3 is no good. Rebound Graney, put back is good. 4 points for Graney.
And he can really be a difference maker for Exeter, and he's going to have to if they're going to get back into this game. Exeter trailing Bedford by 11.
Make it 14 as Toscano buries the 3.
Yeah, you don't think the big guy's going to rain from outside, but then he knocked it in.
You say big guy, this is the year he's grown the most. Known mainly for his shooting. Looper, beautiful jumper in the lane. Toscano is going to get another pull. Fires away, short this time. Pafford with the rebound.
Shoot till you're hot, shoot till you're cold.
Larry Bird would never say it better. Tip in here by Pafford, he has 11.
Pafford's first basket in about 8 minutes of game time. He started out red hot. Exeter was leading the game, and Bedford's been on a run since.
That run leads to a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs, 42-32. 2:19 left here in the first half. Aiden O'Connell gets pushed. Laurier comes up with his second foul there. Aiden O'Connell will go to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. first is good, earns the second. Dylan Soden will check in now as Dylan Lafferty takes a seat. I'm waiting for it, a Dylan for Dylan substitution. Yep. I thought you'd fill that in, Lauren, but
I was just letting you have it. I was trying to come up with something better, and I couldn't.
Back end no good for Aiden O'Connell. He'll stay at 12, 43-32 is the score. A little dish here to Graney. Can't get it to go. And Pafford with endless energy and enthusiasm unfortunately tips that out of bounds. Bulldogs basketball, 43-32. 2:09 remains in the first half. Soden to Soden. We talked about O'Connell to O'Connell. Soden's going to pick up an offensive foul, and some bowling pins fall in the lane as he does so.
Yeah, and Pafford not terribly happy after that one. You'll see a little bit of extracurriculars at the bottom of that pile, maybe. Thought we were getting the full replay. We just got the portion, the safe for TV portion.
Graney did nicely to step into the lane and take that drive in the chest. As you mentioned, there was a little extra. Here you go. We're going to have it here.
A little bit of activity. Bodies on the floor, and then
little pump fake.
When guys go down and there's the one guy on top of the other guy and the other guy says, sort of get off of me.
Yeah, I can imagine Pafford didn't like Soden going into his knee there. I don't think he had much choice. Blue Hawks break the press pretty quickly, but turn it over on the pass across the lane. Toscano drives hard to the lane, gets it to go. 5 points for Sean Toscano.
He's like Vinnie Johnson coming into the game.
Turnover here by the Blue Hawks again. Bedoyan sees two defenders back, pulls it out. Brady O'Connell got two defenders to go in the air, dishes to Aiden O'Connell, can't get it to go. Soden gets the offensive rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs. Tough one there. Dylan Soden got the rebound and pulled it down. Got to keep that high as the big man so nobody can yank it away from you. Brady O'Connell, jumper, short. Oh yeah, that's going to get called.
Yep.
Nico Greco, his first foul. And Bedoyan, well, it was an offensive foul, so no one and one.
Just enough of the dip of the shoulder to get that called on you.
Sure, and Bedoyan had excellent body position, was able to exaggerate it just a touch.
Enough.
What you need to do
not
to
quite,
get that call.
Not quite Vlade Divac, but close.
Yeah, I mean, bordering on Marcus Smart, but not quite.
You went more contemporary. That is a kind roll. Brady O'Connell just got that three-pointer, gives him 11.
Another travel there as the coaching staff goes bananas on the Bedford sideline, but not called. Pafford there, great work on the offensive boards, pulls it down, lays it in for points 12 and 13.
Like watching Stomp over here.
48-34 is your score. Aiden O'Connell drives hard and will get a foul on the Blue Hawks. That's Matthew Cromer, his second foul.
It's easy to listen to Bedford 105.1 online. Go to wbnh.bedfordnh.org for the stream link. We also stream on apps like TuneIn, MyTuner, Simple Radio, and Radio Garden. Just tell Alexa to play Bedford 105.1. First one from O'Connell is good. And here comes the second.
27 seconds left here in the first half. O'Connell hits the back end, 14 in all for Aiden O'Connell here in the first half. Coach Holmes is going to want the last shot of the half. Looper is going to run some time down. Ryan Looper with 4 points here in the first half. Pafford leading the way for the Blue Hawks with 13. Looper tries to get away. Pafford, pump fake. Back to Looper. Time runs out before they get the shot off.
I was just about to say they were walking a little bit too close to the edge. And instead, they didn't get that shot off, and you thought they were going to get an earful from Coach Holmes beforehand. Just wait now.
50-34 is your halftime score. The Bulldogs lead by 16. We'll take a short break and rejoin you for second half action here from Bedford High School. And we're back here at Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire for second half action as the Bulldogs face the visiting Blue Hawks from Exeter. Halftime score is 50-34 as the Bulldogs built a 16-point lead there in the second quarter. They were only ahead by 3 after 1 and got on a couple of good runs there in the second quarter to stretch their lead to 16. Lauren, want to provide a score update?
I can do that. For Bedford, leading the game, as you just mentioned, leading the way, Aiden O'Connell with 14, Brady O'Connell with 11, Luke Soden with 11 as well, Dylan Lafferty 5, Sean Toscano 5, Nico Bedoyan 4. On the other side, for Exeter, Evan Pafford 13, Matthew Cromer with 6, Ryan Graney with 4, Nolan Bleakley with 3, and Ryan Looper and Dylan Whalen with 2 apiece.
I had Looper with 4, man.
I had him with 4 too.
Okay. Three-pointer here, no good by
hard.
Maurier.
That's very hard math. 2 plus 2 equals 2, apparently, at least in my book.
Just 30 seconds remain in the girls' game out at Exeter High School. They are ahead 51-35. And the Bulldogs here at home come away with a steal there. Great defense to start this second half.
That's a nail-biter for the girls.
That is a 16-point game. It's closer than anything they've seen this year. Brady O'Connell picks up his dribble, gets into a little trouble. Finds Caden Brown now to the corner. Aiden O'Connell was measuring for 3, didn't pull the trigger. Luke Soden into the lane, can't pull down the rebound. Looper comes away with it for the Blue Hawks. Three-pointer from the right side, no good. Cromer can't get it to go. Pafford does get it to go on the offensive board.
Pafford gets the bucket, and the Bedford team gets an earful from Coach Moreno, rebound the ball, and those second chance points are going to add up.
Soden for 3, right on target, but short. Rebounded by Pafford. Looper now. Guarded by Lafferty. Bulldogs back in their man-to-man defense. Pafford into the lane, a little floater righty. It's good.
Pafford started out the first half hot, had 9 points in about 3 minutes, and then really wasn't heard from for about 8 minutes of clock time. And he is starting out red hot here.
Touchdown pass there. Wow, I'm surprised we didn't get a goaltend call on Aiden O'Connell, but nothing
both.
On that lay-in attempt by Cooper Maurier.
Full palm on the backboard will usually get you that. I know from experience.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Brady O'Connell from 3. Look, maybe only 2. I didn't see hands in the air, so I'm guessing his foot was on the line.
They did say 2.
13 now for Brady O'Connell. Three-pointer on the other side is good by Cromer. Cromer now with 7. Luke Soden drives hard baseline. Nice scoop up and in on the reverse. 13 now for Luke Soden. Pafford turns it over. Out on the break, Brady O'Connell. I don't think he had the guts nor the springs to go for a dunk there. He'll get 15 anyway on the lay-in. 56-41, a little spurt by the Blue Hawks was answered by the Bulldogs.
Looking for where you can find upcoming Bedford Bulldogs games? BCTV is a proud member of the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media, which offers a New Hampshire high school sports broadcast schedule listing games from all across the state. Our peers in other communities may be covering your away games live on their channels and live streams. Find Bedford Bulldogs game coverage and more at nhccm.org/network.
Thank you, Dale Bird. Back in the studio for that replay. We saw Luke Soden driving hard lefty, taking it under the rim to the opposite side and laying it in on the righty scoop. Beautiful drive and finish by Luke Soden, the junior guard. See it here again. Thank you. Little hesitation. Dribbles hard lefty 2 times. Kisses it off the glass and gets points 12 and 13. 4:51 to go in the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead 56-41 over the Blue Hawks. Thought the Bulldogs were going to be in trouble there as the Blue Hawks made a bit of a run to start the third quarter, but they answered nicely. Blue Hawks break the press here. Morier gets his first 2 points of the game. 56-43. Little up fake by Soden, drives hard, finishes lefty. 15 for Luke Soden. Pafford, great spin move back to his right. Wow.
I mean, if I try to move like that, I just hit the deck.
That was outstanding. Caden Brown's going to get called for the travel. Tried the jump stop. Probably took an extra bunny hop there.
I mean,
if we can get that replay, that's the one for the travel. I'd love to see the one of Pafford there on that last spin move. That was an absolutely gorgeous move.
You know, if you're getting called for a travel, something really went wrong.
Looper kicks to Pafford, elbow jumper, no good, gets his own rebound. Little righty lay-in, and Pafford quickly to 20 points. He's got 21.
And that one drew the ire of Frank Moreno. Nobody boxing out the shooter.
That was a beautiful spin move and finish by Brady O'Connell. Went to his right, had to adjust and finish with his left. Moss gets into trouble, bails out with Looper. Back to Moss in the corner. Turnover here by Moss. O'Connell, he gets fouled by Graney.
That one a bit of a silly foul, not a whole lot of opportunity to get to the ball, unless really what you're trying to do is stop the fast break, which he may well have been.
I saw that as a take foul, the classic, hey, I'm going to take a foul at midcourt instead of giving up the easy lay-in. 60-47 is your score. The Bulldogs lead. Inbound pass deflects off of Aiden O'Connell. That'll be a turnover. Blue Hawk basketball.
Things broke down a little earlier on that one. Luke Soden lost his footing, may have been tripped, and the only option was Aiden O'Connell in the middle of the court.
3:20 left here in the third quarter. Bulldogs bounce into a 2-3 zone. Open in the corner. 3 is no good. Pafford skies for the rebound. Pulls it down and lays it in. 23 points now for Pafford as he has lit it up here with 10 points in the third quarter.
And I thought Moreno had seen enough and was going to call a timeout, but Pafford with the second chance points. I think 6 here in the third.
Brady O'Connell, beautiful pass to a cutting Caden Brown. He can't finish the lay-in. Looper drives the lane, gets the floater.
Don't look now. The lead was 16. It's now 9.
And you're right, Coach Moreno on 2 consecutive possessions says, all right, fine, we'll take the timeout, we'll regroup, interrupt the flow here. So that 9-point lead is 60-51. The Bulldogs have seen their lead shrink in the third quarter.
If you're enjoying the game, check out more BHS sports action from Bedford Community TV on your Apple TV and Roku. You can also watch on Amazon Fire TV via the Cablecast ScreenWeave app. Download the app to watch the next game live on the big screen. And oh yeah, by the way, you can also download BCTV's live channels and on-demand content on the what planet am I living on? The Bedford, been a long day. Bedford Community Television app available for free download on Apple iOS and Android. You can download the Bedford Community Television app to your mobile phone or tablet today.
That's a long read, my friend.
I
mean,
combined 2 reads.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's why. That's a tough one.
Yeah, well, what I'm really trying to do is get to a point late in the game where we're not trying to get reads in.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
That's fair.
With that said, we got our next boys game Friday the 20th against Goffstown right here, 7 p.m. Girls hoops this Friday, the 13th. Hopefully it's lucky against Concord, 7 p.m. Corey Munster Tiger will have the play-by-play. And boys ice hockey Wednesday, January 18th against the Exeter Bluehawks at 5:30 p.m.
Bulldogs back on the offensive side. Aiden O'Connell gets in trouble in the lane. Nearly turns it over. Brady O'Connell kicks to Aiden O'Connell. Three-pointer. Rattles in and out. Tough one there as that was 3/4 of the way down. Pafford into the lane. Block. Ooh. Wow. If that's on Soden, that's an absolutely atrocious call as he got all ball from behind. It is. And it is a terrible call.
Terrible.
Going to the line is Dylan Whalen. That is Soden's 4th foul with 2:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. Soden has been a spark on the offensive side with 15 points. That's going to be a tough one to see him go to the bench. And that's exactly what we do see. Lafferty checks in for Luke Soden. Front end is good for Whalen, as is the back. He has 6, 4 of those coming from the line. Lead is now 7, 60-53. Bedoyan picks up his dribble. Aiden O'Connell now. Back to his left, spins to the off shoulder, can't get the jumper to go. Rebound Pafford. Whalen drives hard and finishes. Nice move by Whalen. Hung in the air, pulled the ball away from the defensive pressure, gets the layup to go.
Bedford led by 11. They lead by only 5 now.
Tapped from behind by Exeter. Looper got a hand on that one. Bulldog basketball under the hoop.
Getting outscored 21-10 here in the 3rd.
Replay here, you see Whalen saw some daylight there. Challenged near the rim by Aiden O'Connell, but still Whalen was able to finish. Brady O'Connell spins back, loses the ball. Pafford out on the break. 2 defenders back, but Pafford says, I'm going to shoot right over you. 25 now for Pafford.
He's the hot hand now.
Keep going to it. Toscano for 3, can't get it to go. Pafford with the rebound.
He may have as many rebounds as points.
He has been all over the place. Showing some nifty moves there. Dishes to Looper. Back to Pafford in the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound, tapped out top. Caden Brown comes away with it. He'll slow things down. Finds Bedoyan, who finds O'Connell. That's Brady O'Connell, who gets whacked on the way to the rim. Good patience there by the Bulldogs in transition as you see Caden Brown dish to Bedoyan, draws one. O'Connell draws the contact, tries to lay it in lefty. Can't get the layup to go, but he'll go to the line. Front end is good for Brady O'Connell. He has 18.
And I think that snaps an 8-0 run for Exeter.
Bleakley comes in for the Blue Hawks for Cooper Maurier. Second is good too. And Brady O'Connell has 19 points on the evening. 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Bulldogs clinging to a 5-point lead. Pafford to Moss. Heard that several times during the football season. Looper. 20 seconds to go. Holding for the final shot, I believe.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Tipped up top, Whalen kicks to Bleakley. Three-pointer no good. Pafford gets the offensive board. Batted around in the middle. Looper comes up with it. He'll dish it in. 2 points for Looper right at the end of the third quarter. He has 8 total. And we have a 3-point ball game. 62-59 is the Bedford lead at the end of 3.
For the Bedford Bulldogs, leading the way in scoring, Brady O'Connell with 19, Luke Soden with 15, Aiden O'Connell 14, and Dylan Lafferty, Sean Toscano 5 apiece, Nico Bedoyan with 4. On the Exeter side, leading the way for the Blue Hawks, Evan Pafford has 25 in the game, had 12 in the third quarter alone. Matthew Cromer with 8, Dylan Whalen 6, or check that, Ryan Looper with 8 as well, Dylan Whalen with 6, and Nolan Bleakley with 3, Cooper Morier with 2. So they have 59, but Corey, you talk about a game that looked like it was going to be a bit of a runaway, 50-34 at halftime. Bulldogs only mustered 12 in the third quarter, and that's gotten us to where we are. Exeter outscored them 25-12 in that third quarter of play.
Honestly, it makes this fourth quarter a lot more exciting for us, for the fans at home, and for the fans here in the gymnasium. And as you mentioned, an outstanding individual effort by Evan Pafford throughout that third quarter. 12 points, probably close to 10 rebounds during that same quarter. And he was willing the Blue Hawks back into this game.
Wish we had somebody tracking that. Becoming a high school sports official is an easy call. Officiating allows you to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, visit NHIAA.org.
Brady O'Connell's drive was swatted away by Dylan Whalen. Good defense by Whalen. Aiden O'Connell, lefty lay-in goes.
O'Connell getting his first points of the second half there on that nice up and under.
16 now for Aiden O'Connell. Looper to Bleakley up top. Kick to the corner to Bleakley. Three-pointer no good. Moss with the offensive rebound. Can't get the lay-in to go, and Soden clears the rebound. Good spin away from pressure there by Caden Brown. Dips it down to Aiden O'Connell. Cutting Brady O'Connell will get the deuce in the lane. 21 for Brady O'Connell, and Coach Holmes didn't like that little back-to-back.
Good time out there, realizing that he had to right the ship. The momentum was not going in his direction. It doesn't cost him anything to take it, so he took it, and he'll try to get his charges moving back in the right direction. But the momentum had clearly swung in the way of the Exeter Blue Hawks right near the end of that third quarter. Bedford has seized it back. They lead by 7, but for how long?
2 quick buckets there, one by Aiden O'Connell, one by Brady O'Connell. We'll see this one by Brady O'Connell, little floater in the lane, 7 or 8 footer. Nice little touch there, because those mid-range jumpers are very awkward sometimes. You don't know if it's, that elbow jumper, if it's a three-pointer and a lay-in. That little one that seems so easy is sometimes the hardest shot on the court.
Particularly straight away. It's one thing if you can use the glass if you're coming from the side, but straight away you really have to gauge it. You're a little bit longer, a little bit short, you're not going to get that shot. But Brady O'Connell has a very good understanding, proprioception. He knows where he is on the court.
Whoa, big
He knows where
word.
the bodies are around him as well.
Nice little touch by the sophomore. I'm not going to approach that proprioception word that you just talked about, but beautiful finish there by Brady. 7:08 to go in the game. Bulldogs hold a 7-point lead, 66-59.
That word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Looper.
How many movies can we quote?
I mean, it can get ridiculous. Looper pulls from 3. Long rebound goes to the Blue Hawks. Looper very shifty in the lane. His pass across the court. Fumbled there, but Whalen picks up the loose ball. And he finishes. He has 10 now.
And that is how they're going to get back in the game, those second chance points.
It's not based on size either. Those are hustle plays. Luke Soden, who's back in the game, has 17 now on that pull-up J from the elbow. It's a tough one for Coach Moreno. Soden has 4 fouls. They're going to try to keep him out of a situation where he gets another foul. Jump ball here on the tie-up by Brady O'Connell. Are they calling a jump ball or a foul here? It looks like it's a jump. Possession arrow goes in favor of the Blue Hawks as no foul is reported here. Soden almost comes away with the steal, but it's ripped back away by Maurier. Three-pointer by Whalen is good. He has 13. 68-64. Bulldogs hold the 4-point lead. Beautiful double team there by the Blue Hawks. Coming up with the steal is Maurier. And Brady O'Connell will pick up a foul.
And that's throwing good money after bad on that one. You get the ball stolen, you want to play good defense. You don't want to commit the foul there. And unfortunately, O'Connell did. For him, his first.
Looper into the front court. Pafford down low on the block. Dishes to Looper, but he's out of bounds. (68-64) still your score. 6:47 remains in the fourth quarter. Brady O'Connell will bring it over for the Bulldogs. Aiden O'Connell drawing contact. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. 2 on Aiden O'Connell. Tough call there. Aiden O'Connell kind of put his shoulder down, got his arm out, and you could see on this replay right there why that would be considered the offensive foul.
And that's what our official is demonstrating, was not so much the contact as the finish of the contact.
Some water or moisture of some sort, probably sweat after that collision on the ground, so on the court. Yeah, absolutely. You see there on the replay, Maurier, I believe, had decent position there. Aiden O'Connell kind of put his shoulder down there. 2 fouls on Aiden O'Connell. He'll stay in the game, though. Caden Brown plays good defense on Looper. 3-pointer again by Whalen off. Offensive rebound, Pafford. He goes up strong, can't get it to go. Gets another offensive board, pulled away by Brady O'Connell. Beautiful job there. Soden, corner 3, that's off. Could tell by the flight. Looper kicks it across to Whalen. He'll slow things down. They find Looper far side. Baseline drive, the ball gets away from Cromer. Turnover there for the Blue Hawks, and that was a tough one. 68-64 as we see some back and forth action here.
Big defensive play, Caden Brown poking that ball away.
Aiden O'Connell, his pass gets tipped. Brady O'Connell finds Caden Brown underneath, and he finishes. First 2 of the game for Caden Brown. Looper pulls from 3. No good, but Brown picks up a foul as he gets the undercut on Looper. Looper will go to the line for 3. Didn't give the jump shooter room to land, and that's going to get called every time. Or at least it should be called every time.
Looper, a pro jock, he'll have a chance to make 3 the hard way.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
What?
Is that a commentary on his size or just a reference to our equestrian folks?
That was a Caddyshack reference.
There you go.
I've been trying to work it in for 28 minutes of basketball, and that was about the best I could do.
Okay. I thought you were going to go something with the llama. Or,
it was the Dalai Lama, yeah.
Get 18 in. If he was close to 18 points, it might work. He misses the second here after hitting the first.
I get on as a pro jock.
Yeah.
A looper, a jock.
You know, a looper.
You know, a looper. I'm sure he's never heard that.
Never.
I hope he's seen the movie at the very least.
Yeah, you have to figure yes.
Yes, I hope so.
Makes good on 2 out of 3. He has 10. 70-66 is your score. The Bulldogs maintain the 4-point lead. Down low to Aiden O'Connell. Can't get it to go. Gets the rebound. Then it gets batted away. Blue Hawk basketball.
And the story in this game has been those second chance points. That should have been a Bedford rebound there. The Bulldogs just couldn't come up with it. And again, the arrow goes in the way of the Exeter Blue Hawks on the offensive glass.
Pafford actually got his hand on that rebound. It looked like Aiden O'Connell was going to get the board, but Pafford got a hand in. Made the loose ball occur, and it fell off of Aiden O'Connell, so Blue Hawk basketball. Looper now. Tries to step back, can't get it to go. Cutting Pafford is going to get fouled on the way to the rim.
A little bit of contact there. It didn't look like it was anything egregious. Not really anything out of the ordinary. Looper found his man in the lane, but a no call there would have been perfectly sufficient.
The yes call goes against Aiden O'Connell, though.
Yes. And then the die doesn't lie. Pafford misses the first free throw.
Gets the second end. Coach Moreno takes a timeout. We're actually going to take a quick break here on our broadcast. We're going to reset the system as we're having some audio issues. We'll rejoin you shortly for the remainder of the game. And we're ready here after that quick timeout. 70-67 is your score. The Bulldogs lead. Cut from 16 at halftime. 3:49 to go in the game. Should see some great action here down the stretch. Luke Soden brings it across the timeline. Lafferty harassed up top. Soden to Brown. Brady O'Connell now to Sean Toscano. Lafferty gets the foul on Ryan Graney. That's going to be his second.
Toscano may have sold that one, or Lafferty, I should say, may have sold that one just a little bit, but hey, got the call on Graney.
Get the contact, throw the head back, draws the attention, and gets the foul called. Brady O'Connell, Luke Soden in the corner, drives hard baseline. Beautiful drive, can't get it to go. Board comes away. Bulldogs get a second chance. Dish down low to Lafferty. Back to Brady O'Connell. Sees the cutting Caden Brown. Lay-in is good. 4 for Caden Brown. 72-67 is your score.
Great pass, tough lay-in for Caden Brown.
Just under 3 to go. The Bulldogs are in a 2-3 defense. Zone look for him. Whalen's three-pointer gets swatted away by Caden Brown. Brady O'Connell, a little hezzy and go. He has 23. Back in the 2-3. They find Looper on the backside. He drives to the elbow, kicks to Pafford for 3. That's off, way off. Touches nothing, and that's out of bounds. 74-67. 2:18 left. The Bulldogs hold a 7-point lead here, and they'll be patient on this offensive possession, I can imagine. Again, apologies on our challenges with the audio on this broadcast. We understand it's a bit better, but not quite to full clarity. Dish to Soden in the lane. Ball gets batted around. Turned it over. Under 2 to play. 74-67. Bulldogs hold a 7-point lead. Looper to Whalen. Back to Looper. He'll pull from deep. Too strong. Offensive board. Can't quite come down with it.
Looper
Brady O'Connell does on the defensive side. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, you're good. I had nothing to say.
Get a foul here. Pafford picks one up. That's his third. He had 2 early fouls, but doesn't pick up his third until 1:33 left in the game. Great job by him managing that foul situation. He's had an outstanding night, 26 points. Many, many rebounds. Unfortunately, we don't have the number. Brady O'Connell gets trapped up top. We have a foul or a timeout? We have a foul. Coach Moreno was calling for the foul on the near side, but Maurier is going to pick up his third foul. Aiden O'Connell comes in. Caden Brown will take a seat. Don't know if that's a size substitution or a free throw shooting substitution. Luke Soden gets trapped there. Ball squirts away for Aiden O'Connell. Coach Moreno gets the timeout just in time as Aiden O'Connell was falling to the floor here. You see Soden loses his balance. Ball gets popped around, falls free. O'Connell picks it up, gets whacked, but no call there. Coach Moreno got the TO.
Absolute chaos reigning there as Exeter just trying to do whatever they can to get a hold of the ball, but they have come so close. They trailed 50-34, got it within 70-67, and Bedford's outscored them 4-0 since then. That's got us to where we are, 74-67, 1:14 left. But I think my expectation as of halftime was, hey, Bedford's going to hang more than 90, and Exeter's really locked it down on defense in the second half.
They sure have. 1:14 to go in the game, and you're right. They have certainly showed some guts here in the second half, particularly in that third quarter, as they ended that run in the second half of the Bulldogs. Came back to within that 3-point margin, but trail by 7 here. Good scramble there. Seems like the referees have started to let some physical play go as well as you get down the stretch. It's going to be an exciting remaining 74 seconds.
If you're looking for where you can find upcoming Bedford Bulldogs games, BCTV is a proud member of the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media, which offers a New Hampshire high school sports broadcast schedule during listing games from all across the state. Our peers in other communities may be covering your away games live on their channels and live streams. Find Bedford Bulldogs game coverage and more at nhccm.org/network.
Looper's going to get a foul here. Just his second. 6th team foul here in the second half, so one more will be the 1-and-1 situation. Brady, only 2 seconds ticked off there. Brady O'Connell inbounds. Luke Soden gets it over half court. Brady O'Connell is fouled by Dylan Whalen. Only Whalen's first foul here. Brady O'Connell will go to the line for the 1-and-1. (74-67), 1:02 left on the clock. Front end is good. 24 now for Brady O'Connell. Only Aiden O'Connell stays on the block for Bedford, as the second falls through as well. 25 for Brady.
Bedford doing whatever they can not to allow three-pointers here. You just don't want to let Exeter back in the game.
Looper now gets to the corner, step away three, no good. Offensive board. Knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs, but Whalen did a good job for the second chance there. 45 seconds to go. 9-point lead for the Bulldogs, 76-67. Looper pulls from long range. Got it.
That's the third one he's tried that's that deep, and this time he found total consciousness.
Soden picks up the foul on Whalen. So he's got that going for him.
Which is nice.
I mean, this could just last the rest of the night. I mean, we might have Andrew Fenn just keep the broadcast going even after the game ends.
While we recite Caddyshack chapter and verse,
yeah.
Yes.
76-70 after that long-range three-pointer by Ryan Looper.
Mr. and Mrs. Looper, we apologize.
Again, it's probably not the first time they've heard it, but yes. Just having some fun. He's an excellent player. 13 points here tonight for Ryan. 2 fouls. Has shown some spectacular moves throughout. Soden makes the first, misses the second. Pafford blocked. Ball out of bounds. The ball kind of dangled there right by the baseline and was touched by the Bulldogs while they were out of bounds. So it will be Blue Hawk basketball. 77-70. 29 seconds remain. Looper, another three-pointer.
Whoa.
Good. Wow.
He has definitely found total consciousness.
I can see that for sure. That was an outstanding shot, rising up near side right in front of his own bench, getting the acrobatic three-pointer to go. 16 now for Looper. And heading back to the line is Brady O'Connell after the inbound foul. 77-73. Marv Albert would say, and it's a 4-point game.
That it is for now.
Front end is good for Brady O'Connell. He has 26 to match Evan Pafford.
He's made
for the
7 of
Blue
8
Hawks.
from the stripe too. Brady has.
Make it 8 for 9, and he has 27. Looper dishes to Bleakley. Bleakley shot way too strong. Toscano with the rebound. Soden is fouled as he tries to get it to O'Connell. 11 seconds left now, and that missed three-pointer is going to make it really challenging for the Blue Hawks to come back at this point.
You knock down that three, you got a ball game. You miss it, and then you have to foul. 1, maybe 2 points coming back the other way, assuming that Soden makes something here.
Double bonus for Soden, too. He'll go to line for 2 shots. Sticks the front end.
So clean, I could hear the rim from here. The sound that you get, the reward.
Makes them both.
Twice.
Nailed that under part of the rim twice, and he has 20. Three-pointer here by the Blue Hawks goes. That's Cromer. He has 10. Coach Holmes takes a quick timeout. 5 seconds left, and it's a 5-point game, 81-76. Several last minute, I guess. Three-pointers here, 2 by Looper, 1 now by Cromer. And despite the foul game, we still have at least a chance for the Blue Hawks. Looking dim, but there is a chance.
It's going to take a lot. 5 seconds, you're going to have some serious insanity happen, but anything is possible at this point. Bedford will go to the line, shoot 2. You make 1, this thing's basically over. You make 2, it's definitely over. At 5, the win probability is awfully high for the Bulldogs. I think you and I have slightly different math on some of these guys. So whether we want to give the final totals at the end will be a matter of discretion.
Fair enough. I have Brady O'Connell in the high 20s, 27 for me.
I'm
not
not
sure what you
27
have.
for Brady. Yeah, that one's correct. I have
20
26 for Pafford.
26 for Pafford on the Blue Hawks side. 20 for Luke Soden, 16 for Aiden O'Connell.
19 for Soden, 16 for
Okay,
O'Connell.
not too far off.
I mean, close enough, right?
On the other side, let's talk about the game first, and we can talk about point totals later. Lafferty gets it in to Soden. He gets fouled quickly. Coach Moreno was yelling for a timeout, didn't get it, as he was worried about the 5-second count. It became irrelevant as Lafferty finally was able to inbound to Luke Soden, who got whacked upon receipt of that ball. And he will go to the line for 2 free throws in the double bonus. Only 1 tick off the clock there. Front end is good. You heard that rim sound again, didn't you, Lauren?
Yep.
Smooth stroke from the junior guard from the charity stripe. One more, this is definitely over. Can't get it to go, 6-point game. Looper gets one off, no good, and that'll end it. 82-76 is your final. The Bulldogs come away with a hard-fought victory. They'll send the Blue Hawks packing and likely would see them again in the playoffs. Great game tonight.
You would figure you would see a team like that again in the playoffs. Exeter lived up to expectations. We had talked about it before the game. This one was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and by all means, it absolutely was. For the Bedford Bulldogs, as I'm going to try to get my numbers right, we will see about that. But Aiden O'Connell coming through, or check that. We'll start with the top. Brady O'Connell with 27, Luke Soden 20, Aiden O'Connell 16, Sean Toscano 5, Dylan Lafferty 5, Caden Brown 4, Nico Bedoyan with 4. On the other side for the Exeter Bluehawks, Evan Pafford with 26, 9 of those in the first and 12 of those coming in the third. So he scored 21 of his points in 2 quarters, did Pafford. Looper with 16, 2 big threes down the stretch, not enough, but certainly made it a ball game. And 16 for him. Matthew Cromer, Dylan Whalen, 11 apiece, and Ryan Graney with 4. Nolan Bleakley with 3, and Will Hoffmeister and Cooper Morier with 2 apiece.
My math's not quick enough to make sure the totals match, but we're pretty darn close.
Nobody's auditing these numbers anyway. It's all good.
Lauren, it's been a pleasure to bring you the game with you tonight from Bedford High School. We will not see you on Friday, unfortunately, but we will bring you the girls' game from right here at Bedford High School. For the entire BCTV crew, Andrew Fenn helping with production. Mr. Bill Jennings on camera tonight, a little unusual for him. Dale Bird back in the studio doing the replays for Lauren Fox. I'm Corey Munstertiger. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.